Greetings, everyone. Welcome to episode 3 of A Shift in Perspective with me, Empress Oracle, your favorite, realist, and of course, sexiest spiritual advisor. On behalf of Starseed Galactic Federation, I have been given access to this knowledgeable information from my Akashic records for the purpose of helping humanity. This knowledgeable information has been given directly to me as a divine channel, and any use and or reproduction without the proper acknowledgement or accreditation from where it was received will result in instant karma for the plagiarizing parties and or individuals. And so it is. Now, this also is channeled. I don't know if you guys have noticed by now, but I have the gift of automatic writing. And as I said, I'm a divine channel. And this is a new way that Spirit would like for me to use my gifts in order to help to shift the negative perspective that we as a people have, not just about ourselves, but about other people and about changing things for the better in our lives. And I actually channeled this the same day that I channeled the first episode 1, which I forgot what that title was. Hold on, I'm gonna tell you. Yeah, Pavlov's Dog's Theory. I also channeled this one also too, but as I said, I'm divinely guided, and so today is the day that you guys should receive this message. So this one is called Standing on Business, and it's a different perspective of standing on business. People are more loyal to everything and everybody but themselves. Let me ask you a question. If you knew that everything was going to work out in the end, what would you do? I know you guys have heard that saying before. You know, I love grabbing those cliches out the air and then you guys have them, but that's a serious question. If you knew that everything was going to work out for you in the end, what would you do? Sometimes we get so caught up in the 3D and everyday things that we forget that if you're a child of God, you're going to be okay in the end. Period. Okay? Most people are born with a purpose and know from childhood exactly what it is. Life is set up in a way to specifically challenge each person to remember their true purpose, remain true to themselves during life lessons, and to stand on business, no matter what obstacles are thrown their way. Standing on business involves having faith in yourself, persevering through all obstacles that are thrown in your path to dissuade or discourage you, and remaining true to yourself and your beliefs against all odds. A lot of people are having an issue with doing that. A lot of people like to use certain coined terminologies or catchphrases just because they're popular. But I'm going to tell you something. A man is only as good as his word. A woman is only as good as her word. You can say you're standing on business, but them actions is always going to speak louder. Are you really? Ask yourself that question. Be honest with yourself with the answer also. Take yourself out of your own personal feelings and look at the situation from a third person point of view. And then ask yourself, are you really standing on business? I don't think so. Standing on business involves maintaining your integrity, morals, and personal values when faced with adversity. In order to properly stand on business, you must first have some business about yourself, okay? And when I say you must first have some business about yourself in order to stand on business, I'm not talking about an LLC. No, ma'am. That's not what I mean. When I say you have to have some business about yourself in order to stand on business, that means your reputation should be preceding you, okay? People should know that you carry yourself a certain way, so therefore they know if they come across you a certain way, they should expect a certain type of response from you. And even if they do not, the way that you carry yourself would lead people to assume that you stand on business because you follow through with all opportunities that are given to you. Okay. Just to clear that up. That means that you are steadfast in your beliefs and you know who you are, what you want for yourself, and are not willing to settle in order to please those around you, i.e., self-sacrificing, people-pleasing, or being weak or having no boundaries. Those are ways, if you integrally have those characteristics or those traits in your personality, or if just you display those type of personality traits due to your surroundings, your environment, you probably not the type of person to stand on business. Because first and foremost, if you have no boundaries or if you have weak boundaries, people are going to walk all over you in every aspect of your life. There is no such thing as standing on business where you're concerned. And that is not healthy, because all that does, it tears you down from the inside out. It makes you start feeling as though you don't deserve boundaries. You don't deserve certain things in life. And that's not true. You have to stand for something or fall for anything. The first thing you should stand for is stand on that business. Okay? Okay. If you don't truly know who you are, people around you will try to tell you who you are. Hold up. I don't think you heard me, nigga. Let's read that again. If you don't truly know who you are, people around you will try to tell you who you are. If you have weak boundaries, you will let them. Okay. The last part, since you asked me to tell you the last part, again, the last part said, if you have weak boundaries, you will let them. And you can actually kind of, in a way, associate that to peer pressure in a certain way, okay? That's why, it doesn't pay to be a follower, right? It doesn't pay to be a follower. On one hand, you can't have too many chiefs and not enough Indians, but you have to know your place, you have to know your lane. And once you know your lane, you have to establish healthy boundaries so that other people do not come into your lane and try to tell you it's not a lane. They don't know what it is, it's yours. Okay? It's very important to have boundaries, right? And if you are the type of person who has no boundaries, or you have weak boundaries and you're not even sure if you have any boundaries at all, one way to know for certain is if you for sure know that something is a fact, right? You can pull up information verifying that whatever this is a fact. Not just in your head, not as a matter of opinion, but is genuinely a fact. And then you have 5 other people that are arguing with you because although it is a fact, it does not go with what the moves that they're trying to do. So they're trying to tell you, no, that is wrong, when you have proof to back up that it is not wrong. What are you going to do? Are you going to just let them jump you, but essentially bully you into believing what it is that they say when you know better, when you have proof? Are you going to stand on business? Are you going to stand up for yourself? Okay? In the face of adversity, even when you're outnumbered, are you going to stand 10 toes down on what you believe and show your proof and be solid on your own? Or do you need support from other people who they're loud and wrong, or they just have strength in numbers? That's standing on business. That's something for you to think about. That's how you truly stand on business. Because most of the time when you do have to stand on business, you're going to be the only one standing up by yourself. Just saying. And if you don't know who you are, if you have no business about you, if you have no set morals, values of things that you will and you won't do, you're going to sway like the wind. Anytime anybody applies a little bit of pressure on you, you're going to bend to their will. Essentially, you become a puppet. A lot of times, God or the universe will send people or situations to test your boundaries and see if you will indeed stand on business, or if you have not yet truly learned the lesson of self-love. Oh, that's it. So, in conclusion, when you say that you're solid, when you say that you're standing on business, Just know you will be tested on that. The devil may test you. God may send the devil to test you. God may tell the devil, hey, have one of your peoples come and test my person. I need to see if they're ready for the next phase of life. And unfortunately, we never realize it's a test until after the test is done. That's called the pop quiz. That's why solidarity in your beliefs is important. You stand for something or you fall for anything. And if you say that you're one way in public, you need to be that way in private also. That's how you truly stand on business. That way people know who you are. They know what you stand for. And if they're bold, they may come try you. That's called the strength building exercise. But at the end of that, a lesson will be learned. And both of you will come out stronger, right? They'll be mentally stronger because they'll have learned that they can't fucking play with you. And you will be everything elsely, including mentally, stronger. Because not only did you have your healthy boundaries, but you stood on business. And now they know you ain't no motherfucking punk bitch, right? So you passed the test. Things to make you go, So remember, when you say you're standing on business, make sure you're standing on business all the time. Not just when it suits you. That could be a test. Just saying. I hope you guys received this message well from a place of love and benevolence, as that was my intention. And I hope that I was able to shift your perspective so that you truly understand what the meaning of standing on business is. So that when you say you're standing on business, you won't be made to look stupid or you won't feel like a hypocrite. Because you know we are our worst critics. I love you all. Have a wonderful and blessed day.